in chapter 11 of Romans, need to cut it in half. Okay, goes on to say that God rejects his people. I need to glean quick over this. By no means the physical Israelites. I am myself a descendant of Abraham from Benjamin, the tribe. Do you not know the scripture says about Elijah? It goes on talking about Elijah, how Elijah went to God and said, they're all corrupt. They're trying to kill me. Only I'm left. And God said, no, I've reserved 7,000 of the blood-related Israelites in the Old Testament that have not bowed down to Baal, meaning I still have always keep a remnant of Israel. I don't destroy them all, or else they'd be all evil if you didn't, right? What then? Verse 7, Israel sought earnestly, it did not obtain, the physical Israelites, but the elect did, certain ones, prophets and that. The others were hardened. As it is written, it goes on, quotes the scripture, God gave them a spirit of stupor. Well, they didn't hear, they didn't see. And David says, may there be a stumbling block and a snare to them. May their eyes be darkened. They were darkened in the New Testament so that it can go to the Gentiles, the gospel, okay? But God always calls a little bit of the Jews, well, blood-related Israelite, right? To keep them not all bad. Like Christians, you're the light of the world, you're the salt of the world, right? Or else God will turn his back. So he always called a little bit. But then that's the purpose of God in mystery, so he can call the Gentiles, the non-blood-related New Testament. Okay, here, and it goes on about, it tells a story, ungrafted, I don't have time, a tree. He gives a metaphor, Apostle Paul, that God cut a branch off the Israelite tree, lineage, blood related, and he put the Gentiles, non-blood related, there, referring to now Christians are called, and the root supports them. But he says, don't be haughty and arrogant, you Gentiles, and thinking you're better than Jews. He says you are supported by the root, the original Israel. See, it's not the other way around. And if God grafted in a wild branch, you, right, and went after you now for good, he can easily take out the wild branch, put back the natural. So don't get arrogant. Okay, it goes on and says that. For if the rejection of reconciliation, for if God rejected what I just said, the Israelites is with the wild branch is the reconciliation of the world of all Gentiles, how much easier, as what I said, he could put it back to the original one. So don't get arrogant. And so if some of the branches have been broken off, and you, the wild one I just said that was grafted in, right? I went through that. The root supports you, right? It's not you, the branch, who's supporting the root, the original Israel, right? So don't get arrogant. God can easily reverse to the natural branch back, right? Okay, 20, granted, but they were broken off because of unbelief. The Israelites, right? They didn't believe, and you stand by faith in the New Testament, right? They're still in the Old Testament, Israel. And okay, bye.